Hello. Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock. It's time. Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello, Jess Supemi. How are you doing?
I'm fine, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
It's going to be a very short one today. I need to do that meeting soon.
Okay, sir.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can't hear anybody.
All right. Okay. You cannot.
Good afternoon. It's 2 minutes after. We need to start. We need to do. I think who is away Y9A? Could you please just rename yourself so that I know who that is?
Hi, Mr. Shola. Lydia here. Lydia here. Lydia from Bhutan.
Yeah, good afternoon. Okay.
Good afternoon, sir.
Who is awake? Please rename yourself so that
Good afternoon, sir.
Good day. We're going to go through one of our questions today.
Okay, sir.
Also, let me know if today is your first day. Let me know if today is your first day.
Today is the second time I'm attending this meeting.
So,
Second time.
we'll just make this very fast and snappy because I will not have second time Lydia. Okay, Lydia, what's the surname?
Good afternoon.
Okay.
Sirs, this is my phone. Nice to be here. Thank you.
Oh, last year. Interesting.
No, this is my first time. First time I'm joining. This is my first time of attending this program.
All right. So let's go for it. Welcome to the Palmerston Road Job Club. Today, we're starting. Let me share my screen. So, like, for those who've been here before, you know that those who've been here before, you know that you know that we have been following we've been following this book in what we've been using, Steps to Employment. Let us start with prayer. Lord, we thank you. We ask the Lord in the short time we use, let it be productive in Jesus' name. Okay, good. So if you can, I hope you can all hear me. You can all see my screen. So that's what we've been using. We've looked at the topics. We operate every Thursday in the year, except sometimes when we have gone holiday. We will look at finding your motivation, overcoming obstacles during the process of getting a job, discovering your strengths, getting to know employers, writing CVs, discovering your strengths, getting to know employers, writing CVs 1 and 2, which is what we did. We did part 2 last week. Today, we are starting number 6, succeeding in interviews. Succeeding in interviews. Like I have mentioned over and over that getting a job is 80% your mindset, 20% your skill set, 80% your mindset. Your mindset is critical to you getting a job. The skill set of getting a job is just 20%. So your mindset is very critical. So today, we'll just go for it. We'll start with succeeding in interviews. That's where we are at today. And part of the things we provide even through the job club is if you have interviews to attend, let us know for us to do a mock interview for you. I think last week we supported 2 people, was it last week or this week, who went for interviews. And upper week, I think we supported another 2, I think 2 or 1. At least this month, probably maybe this month we should have supported 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe about 4 or 5. I'm not too sure of them now. But so if you have an interview, it's good that you let us know. All right, I'll show 2 videos and let me know if you can see my screen. And you can hear, if you can hear the sound and also see my screen. Oh, see, it is me. I'm the one that didn't.
Hi there. Well, this whole thing about getting a job, seriously, I know you'll have done a few weeks before you get to this, and we're at the interview stage. Seriously, I think the best thing for you to do is kind of do it in a really relaxed manner. I would go in well confident. This thing about sort of first impressions, second impressions, at the end of the day, you are who you are. You don't want them hiring you under false pretenses. Just watch me, and I'll show you how to make a fantastic first impression. Hi, my name's John Kirby. I'm really excited to be here. I think Mrs. Brooks, she's expecting me. She'll be really excited to meet me. Is she here at all or not?
Yes, she is. She'll be down to see you in 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Would you like me to make your coffee?
No, 15 minutes. I'm a busy guy. I haven't got that much time. When's she coming? Can't you just tell her to come down now straight away? Give her a ring. Seriously, man.
Hi, Mr. Kirkby. I'm Mrs. Brooke.
Yeah, been quite a while really. I've been sat here waiting and didn't even offer me a coffee. What job is it?
Well, I'm really sorry about that, but yeah.
Are you in charge of this thing?
Yes, I am.
Wow. Okay. I mean, how long? It's not going to be ages, is it?
We're going to be about 30 minutes.
Yeah, all right. As long as it's no longer than that, let's do it.
Follow me.
Okay. Go on then.
So, can I just ask you why you applied for this job? I mean, you seem pretty negative to me.
Well, I mean, why? Well, you're asking me why I'm applying for it. Well, why did you put the advert up in the first place? Clearly, you want somebody to do a job, and I want a job. What other reason is there to apply for a job? That's a ridiculous question.
You would think that maybe that you have some of the skill set that will go with this job.
Well, I mean, you've asked me all that, yeah.
Have you ever done anything like this before?
Yeah, of course I've done it. That's why I've applied for it.
Well, tell me about a time when you've
Well,
done
haven't you read
that.
my CV?
Yeah, I have read your CV.
Well, it says it all
this
there.
This is the time when I'm trying to get to know you.
Well, what do you get to know me? I thought you were offering me a job. I don't get to know you. I'm just trying to get a job out.
Do you know what? Your attitude and negativity is really not going to help you find a job. Can I just suggest something? Have you ever been along to a CAP job club?
Right, so just check. So you want me, obviously, first of all, you want me to do that whilst I do the job? Have I got the job anyway?
I don't think so.
So what are your thoughts about that? What are your thoughts about Jesukun? Are you saying something?
What I see that he was confident the first time he entered before he started showing. He was not panic about what he will meet inside or anything. He was confident of himself.
He was confident of himself. Well, he's confident of himself. Yes, any other thoughts?
I think he has, let me say, bad character than bad attitude. Yes.
Okay, he has a bad attitude, a very bad character, which it means that when you are going for an interview, you must not come in as rude and very uncouth. I don't know if you heard him say that he was a very busy man. If you are busy, you should be looking for a job. If you are very busy, you shouldn't be looking for a job. So the point you're saying here is that when you are going for an interview, I tell candidates, the first time you enter the premises from the gates of the company, your interview has started, because you don't know who's watching in the camera, who's watching anything. Every move is being used to be able to make the selection. So it is important that you, as a person going for a particular interview, it's important that you comport yourself well, that you come across as a candidate that is ready and willing to do the job, and that you have some element of skill. He was confident, yes, that we cannot take that away from him, but that is confidence in deceit, confidence gone bad. His confidence was way too bad. Okay, now let me quickly let me share my screen again while we look at the good.
So today is your big day. You've discovered your strengths, you've written a great CV, and you applied for that job. And you have been given an interview. First of all, you need to know that's absolutely fantastic. Well done. Whatever happens today, you have done amazing. In this step, we're going to help you with the whole interview process. First of all, I'm going to walk you through that first stage. So I knew I needed to make an effort with my appearance. I've made sure I'm clean and smart. Hey, I even wore a tie. I needed to arrive early and on time, so I checked the route yesterday to make sure I knew how to get here. And now I'm ready. I'm here 15 minutes before that interview time. So, a deep breath. Here we go. Let's go and get ourselves a job. When you go into reception, first impressions are really, really important. You need to know the name of the person you're seeing, the job you're applying for, and of course the time of your appointment. I'm going to show you how you might do that and how you can make a fantastic first impression. Let's go. Hello, good morning. My name is John Kirkby. I'm here for my interview at 12:30 with Mrs. Brooke for the maintenance supervisor.
Yes, Mr. Kirkby, if you'd like to take a seat over there, Mrs. Brooks will be down to see you in 15 minutes.
So there you are. I'm in. I'm at the right place at the right time and I'm ready to go. Hey, I'm still a little bit nervous, but I know it's going to be okay because I've prepared. I made sure that I read through my CV again yesterday to make sure all of those examples of my achievements were fresh in my mind. I've also recapped on the research I did on this company to show them that I really am interested in working here. Now, there are some aspects of your interview right from the very start that you need to understand. One is you need to have really good eye contact. Look your interviewer in the eye when you speak to them. This will help you to look and feel friendly and confident. You need to ensure that your body language makes a great impression. Shake your interviewer's hand when you meet them. When you sit down, make sure that you sit upright, you sit straight, don't cross your arms. It's really important that you are enthusiastic and genuinely ready to start work, and they need to see that. So, I'm just going to show you how you might start your interview.
Hi, Mr. Kirkby. I'm Mrs. Brooke.
Hi there, really, really nice to meet you. I'm so looking forward to the interview.
Great. Would you like to come with me?
Yeah.
Going down here.
Great. So how long have you worked here?
About 8 years now.
Wow, yeah, and you enjoyed it?
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. I love working
Yeah,
here.
it was interesting. When I looked on the website, it was great to see the social responsibility that the company do and the work that you guys do volunteering outside work.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, really good. So, we're all ready to go. I'm in. I've made a great first impression. Now to answer some questions. The exercises that you're going to do next are going to get you ready for answering the questions that you will face in your interview. Well done. You're already well on your way to getting that job that you've always wanted. Enjoy the interview stage.
So let's get started. Can you tell me why you applied for this job?
The reason I like interviewing people is because I look at these people as the future of my business.
If we offer an interview to someone, we're obviously showing that we're keen and willing to meet this person. So they've gone through the first process of us liking their CV. So the next stage is coming to see us.
That is a huge positive, because they want things to work out. They've actually spotted somebody who they think potentially can fill a gap in their organisation and who will fit. So it's a huge confidence boost. Take it positively.
You may be very, very nervous, but so is the person interviewing you often. They're desperate to find somebody to work, and they just want to find the right person.
I guess no matter how confident you are, there's always going to be a bit of nerves, but I think if you've got an interview, you're nearly there.
Be friendly when you walk through the door. The first impressions really count.
So I would recommend strongly that they dress smartly, that they smile at the interview, that they've done their research and they've found out a little bit about the company.
And there's nothing more refreshing than someone who sits in front of you and actually tells you what you do because they've done the research on the website.
I don't expect them to know everything about our business, but I think it's just common courtesy to have a look at us up online or find out a little about the company, even pop in and have a coffee, find out, look at the staff, look at what we do.
People are looking for that little bit extra that somebody's got, and it could just be that little bit of research that someone's done on the organisation and the enthusiasm that comes through that makes the difference in getting the job.
I start a job very shortly. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, being a single mum, being at home, obviously doing the CV, job interviews and everything was quite nerving because I've been at home on my own. And then walking into an interview, obviously sat there really nervous, but obviously at the outcome of it, I actually got a job. So which is really, really good.
That's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I haven't got a job yet, but I feel better to look about the jobs I want, and I feel I'm more confident to go in there and give a good interview.
So it really put me off just applying for jobs, the fact that I'd have to go in and present myself in person. And I think one thing you've got to think about with interviews, and one thing we looked at in Job Club, was how to walk into a room.
Yeah, with confidence.
Yeah, and we had the option of having coaching, individual coaching after the session, so that we could get dressed up and we would walk in with our job coach as the interviewer, and we could do that, and we could just plan for it and just take it step by step, which was really helpful.
Has anyone ever said you've got to imagine the people that are interviewing you without any sort of clothes on or anything to make you feel so comfortable?
All right. So that's the point of the fact that the interview, like one of the employers' perspective said there, if you're able to get an interview, it means they are interested in you. It means you have something very interesting they want to know, they want to see, they want to hear something from you. And that's the reason why it's important that you do everything. Now, like one of the points that was made there by one of the lady who got the job at the end, she was a sit-at-home mom. In this particular job club, we've supported people also who were sit-at-home mom for years, and at the end of the day, today they found employment. So it's possible for you to find employment. But the key point again, I come again, is your mindset. Your mindset, knowing that it's possible, believing that it's possible. And even if you've gone for interviews over and over and over again, and you've not gotten it, is for you to do a debriefing, to look at the process and to say, okay, why didn't I get it? What was it I did wrong? And try and use that kind of learning to make a possible change in whatever you are doing. Now, like I mentioned, today will be a very short one. So what I'm going to do now is looking at, we will not do the role playing. We're supposed to do a role play, maybe probably next week. This session, we'll still have it, but next week we'll do it. We'll just go to the interview questions. The first questions, which is asked at interview, you don't have it here, even though it says, why do you want to work here? But oftentimes, that's not the first question that comes at interview. The first question that comes at interview is, tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself. And of course, when you hear the word, tell me about yourself, we're not wanting to know that you come from a town or from a village or you come from a country. No, we're not interested about that. We're interested about to know you, probably your name, your experience. What are the things you've done in the time past that relate to this job you are interviewing for? Those are the things we want to know. And how does what you've done in time past relate to what you are doing or what you're intending to do now? And based on that, let me share this quickly. No, that's not for every interview you attend, and every question that you are asked in an interview, you must answer with what we call the STAR method. I hope you can see my screen. What can you see on my screen? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure you're seeing what I want you to see. Okay, can you see my screen now? What can you see on my screen?
The STAR method.
Okay, good. That's what I wanted to say. So in any interview, any interview you go to, when they're asking you any question, you must use the STAR method to answer every question, because the interview you are going for is what is called a behavioral interview question. How have you behaved in time past? How are you going to behave when you get a new job? And so you use the STAR technique, in which you set out the situation, the task, the action, the results, and possibly some other people put an additional R, which is your reflection or what you've learned from that process which you've gone through. So don't just say, like people say, let's assume that you are interviewing for a customer service role. And as you're interviewing for the customer service role, tell us about yourself. So, well, I'm very good at helping people. I'm very good at helping people. I'm very good at selling. I've sold many things and I'm good. So I believe that I'm able to get this job. That's zero. Nobody will listen to that. Nobody will believe. Anybody can say that. Demonstrate, and interestingly enough, oftentimes interviewees and people from interviewees often tell and not show. You need to show and not just tell. You need to show us how have you done it in time past. So if, for example, it's a customer service role, they said, oh, tell us about yourself. It's okay. Good day. My name is Shola, and I'm here today to interview for this role. And well, I have worked in the past 5 years as a customer support person. In my last role, particularly in the role, my really last role, if possible, if you want to show more than 1, 2, 3, good. But I always want to make it very snap. And in my last role, I was a customer assistant or sales assistant, and I was responsible for. You see, when you say in my last role, that is a situation. You are describing the situation. Then you tell us what was your responsibility. That is the task. In my last role, I was responsible for welcoming, customers to the shop floor and assisting customers in their choice of the product they want to buy, and ensuring that they are confident and that they're comfortable, and also to support them if they have any query or anything, showing them the changing room and supporting them until they make their final choice and they now make their support. So, and in fact, in the time of 5 years, I supported close to over 500 staff, 500 customers during my time of working within that period. So I supported 500 people, and out of the 500, because of the way I supported them, because of the way I engaged them, because of the way I was make them feel comfortable, make them feel at home, over 450 of them actually made a purchase from that. In fact, because of that, of my good, I got an award from my manager. In fact, consecutively 5 years, I was the best staff of the year, that award, which I have a frame in my room, which I always look at every day, that inspire me to always go out there to ensure that I get clients and I get customers to purchase more of our product. So I am confident that in doing this same job, the way I did in my previous job, I'm going to be able to ensure that customers who come to purchase from our items, even in this organization, are made comfortable, and it help encourage them to make a positive choice to buy our product, so that our profitability increases and the business continue to thrive. So I'm very, very confident that in this role, I understand that in this role, you are looking for a customer support person who is good, who has good relationship with people, who makes people feel comfortable, who likes to engage customers, who like to support customers, who always help calm the nerves of customers and also help them to make their positive choice. That is what you're looking for. And because I've done it before, I'm very sure I'll be able to do it also in this role to ensure that your customers are catered for. So thank you very much. That is my response. Let me get your feedback. Would you employ me or not? Did you think I convinced you, Daji?
Absolutely, sir.
Why?
Okay, because you were very confident, and then you showed your what you had achieved, your achievements, in a very, very precise way. And you were also very measurable with your results. And you also linked it to the present role that you're applying for. And you took it a step further to tell the interviewer that you have gone through, you have taken your time. That was you told them in not so clear terms, but you insinuated through your response that you had gone through the job description. You were very clear about what was required of you, and that you are more than capable of handling that. Any interviewer will be pleased with that.
Okay, excellent. So that's the key thing when you talk about tell me about yourself at an interview. You must ensure that you tell them these very important things. The first thing is you talk about your, what I call the QESA, Q-E-S-A, or you can make it, or SEQA, S-E-Q-A. That is to say, your skills. What skills you have? Your skills that relate to the job. Tell us about that. E, your experience or exposure, what you've done before. How many years have you done it before? The Q, qualification. Do you have academic qualification that qualifies you to do this job? And the fourth one, which is the A, is the achievement. What were the achievements? And you could see in that sample and that role play I gave to you, I was able to give you the achievement. The fact that because I've increased and helped 450 people to make a purchase, my management found it wise to do what? To give me Staff of the Year award. You must show this thing. S-E-Q-A. Now, that is just the first part of this particular question. The second thing is, and again, let me just buttress the point of that A, achievement. Organizations are looking for very key things. Number one, did you save time? Did you save time in your previous employment? Did you save money in your previous employment? Did you increase money or increase profitability in your previous employment? Did you increase sales in your previous employment? Did you increase market share in your previous employment? You see, these are the things they're looking for. Did you improve the processes? Did you improve, time? So you need to give that in a very quantifiable way for the people you are interviewing for to know, oh, that was a good achievement, and they can relate it with what is happening in where you are interviewing for, and say, okay, yeah, you are going to be able to do the same in this particular organization. That's the first thing. The second thing, when you are answering this question of tell me about yourself, tell the employer what you know about the role, which is where I was saying, like Daji mentioned, which I was saying that I know that in this role you are looking for. That is me linking what I've done before in time past, linking with what I'm interviewing for in this current role, in this current experience I'm looking for. And after you've done that, the third one is tell the employer why you are the right fit. Because I've done it before, I'm able to do it again. You are telling them, I'm able to support you. I'm able to achieve this for you. And I understand that in this role, you're looking for X, Y, Z. And because I'm the right candidate for it, because I have done it before, I'm going to be able to do the same for you in this particular role I'm interviewing for. So tell me about yourself is the icebreaker often in most interviews. It can come, in various ways, but you need to know and be prepared to go with that, provide the information based on SEQA, S-E-Q-A, or if you want to say is it QESA, Q-E-S-A, whatever way you want to arrange it, provide those information, talk about your achievement, talk about what you've done, improve, save time, save money, improve process, improve profit, improve market share, improve the number of staffs, increase retainership, how you took the organization from 0 to what percentage, and be very concrete when it comes to numbers. So how did you improve profit? 10%, 15%, 20%, measurable, that somebody can be able to judge. And you'll be able to say, the way I've done it before, I'm able to do it for you in this organization. I'm going to bring that same kind of attitude, that same kind of skill set to help your organization to go to the next level. So that is all I can accept for today. I hope this session, very short, but this is very important. Would have been able to look at another question, but I have another meeting I'm supposed to be preparing for, going for now. Are there any questions? Any questions?
Sir, if they want to ask you, apart from what question do you want to ask us? What would your response be?
You are taking me to another question. We are going to deal with that again. That is, like I keep saying, I will not answer that question today, because if I'm asking you about what questions you're going to be, they are close to, at least there are minimum of 5, 6, 7 questions you can ask.
Okay.
Money is not one of them, because salary is already put on the table. But I will not answer that question now. It's one of the we're going to answer along the line of tell me what do you have any questions? You must definitely have a question. You mustn't go for an interview and not have a question for them. If you go for an interview and they ask you, do you have any question for us? They say, no, I don't have any question. I assume you will not get that job. It's a sign that you don't have interest in that company. It's a sign that you don't care. You don't care. It's a sign that you don't care. So you must have questions, because don't forget, like you had one of those videos, when you go for an interview, they are interviewing you and you are also interviewing them. You're also interviewing them to know, is this kind of organization I want to work for? Is this the kind of place I want to grow, I want to be? If it's not the type of place I want to be, I just tell them, hey, thank you, thanks, but no thanks. I don't think I can work in this organization. So those are one of the questions we're going to be dealing with. And further down the line, we'll be looking at why do you want to work here? Those are I just answer one today. Why do you want to work here? Why do you think you're the right candidate or the right person for this job? Why are you the right fit for the job? What will you be doing in 5 years' time? What is your greatest achievement? These are some of the things we're going to be looking at. What is your greatest strength? What is your greatest weakness? Those are 2 questions. What is your greatest strength? What is your greatest weakness? Why did you leave your last job? That's another question that could come along the way. And the issue of, tell me of a time where you went above and beyond the call of duty, what you are employed to do. Or tell me of a time where you handled or dealt with an angry customer, an angry client. Or tell us of a time when you failed, when you failed. These are various questions we're going to be looking at as time. And how do you cope? Another question, how do you cope under pressure? What do you do? How do you cope under pressure? So, or tell me a time when you worked well in a team. So you could see, that's the reason why I'd always say that this section of the job club, even though we say the job club is an 8-week course, sometimes this section I use 1 month to just 2 questions per day, even though we don't finish it. But if you're able to arm yourself with 8 questions out of all these questions, and you will know the good response for it, I believe that you will be definitely fine when you show up in an interview. Is that okay? Okay. So we'll continue again, God willing, next week. It's a very busy period, but we'll continue next week by the grace of God. And I would find some things I think I can share on the broadcast, and you can just watch those things and keep yourself abreast. But if anything you do, ensure that you want to increase your belief, 80% mindset. All right, let us pray if we don't have a question. Lord, we thank you. We pray that with the knowledge we present today, help us to get employment in Jesus' name. Clement, today is your first day, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Today is my first time, sir.
Yes, and we could not normally get to know, God willing, maybe when you come next week. We hope to feedback on today's own session.
Okay, sir.
Well, when we come next time, we will be able to get to know you more and see and know more about you. All right, thank you, everybody. So we'll see you, God willing. Okay. All right, bye.